Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, I'm gaining. I got about an 8 foot square of floor that I want to clean up. I got to get the tractor backed out to get some of the heaviest stuff out of here. But it just takes time. Glad I'm moving forward. Some of you may remember the Grampie stick. Well, now this is the great Grampie stick, because my dad made it, and he used it to pick up steel scrap off the floor of his workshop. It's an old speaker, round magnet out of an old speaker. Not anything fancy, but it does work. I have a much nicer one downstairs. It's got a little cover over the magnet. You pull up on a lever and it releases all the stuff. But this works. One of the handiest things that I've found is something I saw used up at Denver. And I'm sure they've been around for 100 years. I mean, people are smart, they would figure this out earlier. This, pick up stuff without bending over. which over the last dozen years or so, bending over has become problematic. No, actually, the last 30 years. When I blew out a disc in my back, that pretty much said, bending over the kind of thing you want to do a lot of, Dave. Does this help? Even if I manage to drop it, I don't have to bend over completely to pick it up. I remember that's something we did in shop class at the end of every class. Swept the floor, picked up all the junk, put all the tools away. I need to get back in that habit. Because that's a good thing to do. Now, why am I going to all the trouble to pick up these things? Well, a little time spent means I don't take something that took a whole lot of effort. I mean, really, when you think about it, how do we get iron? Well, in the Upper Peninsula and Minnesota, they have a lot of open pit mines where they go up and dig the iron ore, taconite. And then they load it on ships and bring it down from Lake Superior on the ship and take it to, used to take it to the steel mills in Gary, Indiana, where they run it to the blast furnace and convert it to iron. Now Gary, Indiana, Pennsylvania steel mills, not doing well. We have decided it is better to have a green yard than to make a living. Snail darters are priorities. I guess there's a reason for it. If we can do something without making something stupid, yeah, that's fine. But when we take it to such extremes, good Lord. Makes it almost impossible to run a world when somebody's constantly telling you, well, that's going to hurt this thing or that's going to hurt. The world changes. And the world destroys as much, just by its very nature. The world destroys almost as much as it creates. Creates being an odd word to use. Trees grow. Release oxygen from carbon dioxide. Also, they release it from water. And various other compounds, which makes it so that humans can breathe. There's a synergy between plants and animals. Animals eat vegetation. Yeah, they chew it up into small pieces and digest it with hydrochloric acid in their stomachs or whatever acid they use to dissolve food. I mean, I'm talking about microbes and worms and insects, a wide variety of things. So is the insect destroying the world by eating plants? Depends on the attitude we have. The insect is pretty, like butterflies. We tolerate that they lay eggs. Their larva comes out in the form of caterpillars, which can lay waste to certain plants. As long as the plant's not as pretty as the caterpillar, or the plant's not as pretty as the butterfly, humans have a different attitude. If we find the plant or animal useful that is being hurt, like we spend a lot of time, effort, and money keeping cows alive because we eat cows. Kind of like to have cows to eat. So we raise cows with the idea of destroying them, because once you eat a cow, it's no longer cow. Oh, this looks so much better. I'm very happy that I'm actually making some progress towards organization. Big thing I'm doing over here with the broom and the magnet and the dustpan is making sure I don't pick up a nail in the tractor tire. Tractors can tolerate a whole lot of abuse. They're built heavy. You got to have a pretty long nail to get through the outside of the tire on the tractor to make it leak air. But once you do, it's a lot of work to fix it. There we go. That section is clean enough. Every step forward is just that much less work I have to do later. Okay, so I have this area clear. I can back the tractor out now. Okay, so I have this area clear. I can back the tractor out of the building now. I just have to move a few things to make sure that I've got a place to put stuff back. But before I do that, I want to get the blade off the tractor. That way I can mount the hoist on the back of the tractor and use that to move some equipment over here from the garage. That's my goal today, is to get at least one piece of equipment in the building. Let's see. Go get the garage door open. To manage that, I need to take the clamp off. Oh, it's nice having the door open. Gives me a chance to actually see something. The lights are okay. I want to put up the new lights, but to do that I have to clear out some of this stuff. One of the things is the tractor. The tractor can sit outside for a few days. I'll put a tarp over it and give myself room to set some things in where the tractor is now, so I can clear out a space to move the bench out of the garage. It's like playing one of those tile games, you know, where you have to move a tile to move a tile to move a tile. I'm actually pretty good at doing those things. It just takes time. So I'm going to move forward and get this thing arranged and get the tractor outside and get the
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.